every chance to make things right. You were great when you were with me, but out of mind when out of sight. Now you're standing there, wondering what the hell went wrong. Stand right there, baby, 'cause this won't take too long. It's the calls that never came in, it's the text you never sent. It's the times you were late, the broken days, the apologies never meant. Remember those 2 seconds, yeah, the ones that I asked for. You can keep them, baby, 'cause I don't need them, I don't need them.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, distinguished guests. Welcome to the COVID-19 Relief Music Exhibition.
Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are so happy that you guys are here with us today. Please take a minute and let us know where you guys are watching from in the chat section, okay?
All right, so to start us off, I would like to introduce to you my stunning co-host, Inrich Timamo. Inrich is originally from Cameroon, and she's joining us from her home in New Jersey today. Many of you have seen her on her YouTube channel, giving French lessons, introducing us to her amazing cooking skills, and showing us how to be positive and beautiful inside and out. I could tell you about her background in business and customer service and sales, but, you know, I would really much rather just tell you that she is truly the most wonderful person I have ever almost met.
Wow, what a great welcome. I don't know how to tap that, by the way. All right, thank you so much, Kim. Yes, I'm originally from Cameroon. This is Kim. She's such an amazing person. She's half Japanese, half Canadian. That's another story. Very wonderful. And I don't know, this is just the best person that I think I've been working with. She's an amazing coworker, a great support. So I'm so happy to do this with her. Welcome, guys. We're enjoying you guys.
All right, so once again, we are excited to be here. If you're watching us live, please drop a hello in the chat. If you're watching on a replay later, comment with replay and drop a line. We would love to hear from you. But really, all fun aside, we are here today for a very important reason. We are 5 months into what is turning out to be the worst pandemic the world has seen in nearly a century. So as a civilization, you know, we have grown and evolved in technology and science, and yet we were all caught off guard. We're dealing with horrendous numbers, over 17 million confirmed cases worldwide, close to 700,000 deaths. Nearly every inhabited region of the world has been infected.
Yes, indeed. The world have been hit so hard, but I am so glad that we are all standing firm to help one another. This is actually why we're here today. Like, Arizona have over 166,000 cases. Florida has over 460,000 cases, and about 9,000 cases that are being discovered every single day. So we truly need to stand for each other and help each other. So please go ahead and donate, invite friends and family so that they can all have an amazing Friday evening while supporting one another.
Right. So today we're focusing on those 2 states. When COVID-19 first hit us back in February and March, New York and Italy were especially hard hit, and the world essentially shut down. Bervin Foundation stepped up right away with 2 major fundraising campaigns. And at that time, former Undersecretary Francisco Sanchez from Tampa, Florida, former Major League Baseball pitcher Russ Ortiz, author and mental strength expert Howard Falco, and a great number of artists from Arizona, they all stepped up immediately to help. And so now it's our turn to do what we can to help them and their states.
Yes, that's very true. So please go ahead and support. Go ahead and donate to Bervin COVID-19 Relief Fund. And just so you know, Bervin Foundation is, we are fully recognized. So whatever donation that you're giving, you guys can claim that out of your taxes, because we are a C1, we have CO1K. That's how we say it, right, Kim? I think I'm
5013C.
I'm getting confused. Sorry, guys. Yes, exactly. So there is no reason why you shouldn't donate. So please go ahead and donate and support Arizona and Florida.
Yeah. So while we are here to help, we are also here to enjoy some really great music. And I have a real treat for you to start us all off. I would like to present to you a group called the Matt Farley Project. And it's comprised of 4 musicians, Damian Martin, Matt Farley, Sean Smith, and Andrew Dixon. And they have provided us with a video that I promise will blow you away and possibly bring you to tears. So at the end of a long day, at the end of a longer week, and at the end of a really long 5 months, this is Mr. Blue Sky.
Morning. Today's forecast calls for blue skies. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't no cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play, and don't you know it's a beautiful new day? Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city, on the streets where once was pretty misty blue. Sky is living here today. Hey, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race. A celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we've waited for. Oh. Please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue, you did it right, but soon comes Mr. Knight, creeping over now. His hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I'll remember you this. I'll remember you this way. Please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did you go? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
still blue skies.
Wow, what an amazing performance. Indeed, a huge thank you to all the all the healthcare worker who have been putting their life in danger at risk to save ours and those of our loved one. A huge thank you. So now we're going to welcome Raquel Aurelia. She's a great artist. She's going to do an original called Written in the Sand.
Turn me on, turn me off, then you turn me back on by the weekend. And you won't say the words that I want, but you flirt when you're drinking. I see those bubbles pop up like a text and then they disappear. Let's cut through the shit and let's get to what we're doing here. Are we just a backseat, trying to get it while we can? Are we names in a tattoo, or just a number on a hand? Are we last call kissing, or will we be reminiscing with each other for the next 40 years? Are we written in the stars, baby, or are we written in the sand? Yeah, I want you to want me to take you back home to my mama. Put my name on your lips, call me yours, and forget all this drama. Your makeup is next to my toothbrush, but you never put it away on the shelf. I'm asking you, baby, cause I'm tired of asking myself. Are we just a backseat, trying to get it while we can? Are we names in a tattoo, or just a number on a hand? Are we last call kissing, are we dancing in the kitchen, baby? Tell me what it is or what it is. And are we written in the stars, baby, or are we written in the sand? Are we just a backseat, trying to get it while we can? Are we names in a tattoo, or just a number I should wash right off my hand? Are we last call kissing, or will we be reminiscing with each other for the next 40 years? Are we written in the stars, baby, or are we written in the sand? Are we written in the stars, baby, or are we written in the sand?
So amazing. I just cannot get enough of hearing Raquel sing. So Raquel Aurelia has been generous enough to donate her time and efforts to perform at many of our many fundraising events, as well as to help organize and co-host. She's really just an amazing person. And I am so excited to tell you that she is here with us today, virtually, of course, for all of you to meet. So let's bring in Raquel Aurelia.
Hi.
Hi, hello, Raquel. How are you?
Good. You girls look beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much. So do you.
Thank you. I'm like my sweater in Arizona, 110-degree weather, right? I need a sweater.
It's definitely warm everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy, but thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. We're so happy that you were able to join us. Welcome again. Thank you so very much. So I know that Kim already gave you a beautiful introduction. I just wanted to say one more time what an amazing person you are. You are a great mother, an amazing artist with such a beautiful voice. It's just amazing. Thank you very much for taking the time. So that actually brings me to my first question. What is your inspiration? Why becoming an artist?
Well, to be honest, I've always wanted to be an artist, but unlike like acting or things like that, you can go to an audition for. Music is different. You have to have a band, or you have to have an in somewhere, or know somebody. And it took me years to figure out how to, look under that rock and figure out how to get into the music industry. So I didn't start till later in life, but it's something that I knew was my passion. And when I sing, it's very therapeutic for me when I write. So I've always loved to do it. So kind of why I kind of know since I was little that I wanted to do that.
I am so glad that you actually decided to pursue that.
Thank you.
I'm actually enjoying your music today. So thank you for sharing your talent with us and the world. It's truly amazing, all the songs that you've written down. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
So Raquel, I have a question. I'm a mother, and I know you're a mother. And I know that when I look at the world around me these days, I see so much more than just the economy and the careers. And I think that the way this pandemic has affected us is different for everyone, of course. But as a mother and dealing with the self-isolation, the social distancing, having had direct experience with COVID-19 within your family, and the different attitudes of the people around you. As a parent, how are you dealing with all of this?
Well, June was a very trying month for us. So the pandemic in itself, with 2 teenage boys at home, it's tough. It's tough on them. They don't know what to do. It's like their whole world comes to a halt, right? So fast forward to June, we've been watching the numbers. We've been watching everything. My son goes swimming with a friend. Picks him up in his car, goes into his house, picks him up. They've practiced social distancing this whole time. They've been very careful. And we get a call from the mom that night that their son wasn't feeling good. The next night, I should say, that he was getting a fever and they were going to go test him for COVID. And sure enough, his friend had COVID. So we all went and got tested on Monday, which is 2 days later. And it took them 9 days to get our test back. I immediately isolated my son because I, wanted to be safe. So he came to my house, isolated him in a separate room, and I was the only one going in and out with a mask on and just seeing him. And we pretty much made him stay in the room until we kind of knew what was going on, just to be safe, because we didn't know if he had it or not. I mean, the fact that his friend had it, there's a really good chance, but there were no symptoms. So every day I was kind of going in wondering, is this the day I'm going to go in and there's going to be a fever? Is this the day I'm going to go in and he's going to have body aches, or he's tired, or he doesn't feel good, or I didn't know what to expect. So I'm so grateful that he never got any symptoms. There's some psychosomatic symptoms that you get as a kid or as a person. You start going, oh my God, am I tired? Oh my God, did I lose my sense of smell? We went through all of that because he was worried, like no one knows what it is. So you just kind of go, oh gosh. So anyway, we got the test back 9 days later. It did say that he was positive. The rest of us tested negative. I was the only one in and out of the room with him. Like I said, I had a second test after it was all done, got a negative test, but it was hard. It was hard watching him, we kept him 14 days in the room, like literally. I mean, I'd let him go outside in the backyard and on back there and do his thing, get some air and all that. But yeah, it's tough. It was tough. And a lot of his friends got it because there were graduation parties, not from him, but a lot of his friends that were out that didn't know. They were, I want to say that the kid that he had got the COVID from got it from a little girl who was positive and didn't isolate, and went and picked those 2 boys up in the car. They went for coffee or ice cream or whatever, and then they all got it. And then the whole family, my friend's, Kevin's friend and his mom and their brother all got the virus, and they were all sick for about a couple of weeks with it. Luckily, on our case, we had it on paper, but there were no symptoms. So yeah, it was very, very, very interesting and scary and all that at the same time. I'm just grateful that he didn't get sick, But.
Yeah, well, and I'd like to say thank you for doing the responsible thing with staying isolated, even though there were no symptoms. I think there's a lot of people who would just decide, well, it's been 5 days, I haven't felt anything, I guess I'm okay, and you just don't know. So thank you for being responsible.
Yeah, it's hard to keep a 16-year-old, in his room. But, the funny thing is, I think I was just more worried, like each day, like I said, is this the day that the symptoms are there? And I never really worried about myself getting it because I had my mask on. I'd go in. I didn't have gloves on. I know everyone says go to the extreme, but I was careful. I would wash my hands, do everything. But it's hard, treating someone like they're sick when you don't see anything wrong with them, So then you start to wonder, are the tests accurate? I don't know. But I do know that after the doctor said he could get out of isolation. Like he doesn't need to be isolated. You guys, more than isolated. I went and got retested to make sure that I was okay. But I still feel like the swab is still in my nose today. Yeah, it is no fun. But I've seen a lot of friends and a lot of kids around me. I know probably over 11 people that I know of that have had COVID. Friends of friends or family members nearby. And a lot of those were teenagers being at graduation parties, just one kid passing on to another or a kid not knowing. We would have never known if that kid had never called and said he wasn't feeling well. So yeah it's a scary thing, but so and then my mom, long story, I don't know if I told you if you want me to go into that or not, but my mom ended up getting the COVID. She's 76 years old. She was living with me while her place was getting renovated. And she was negative. She left to San Diego. And then about 3 days after she was in San Diego, she started, and this is like 2 weeks after my son's been done with it. And he's been out and golfing and doing everything else he does in tournaments that, where they can social distance. Thank God for golf because they can still play and be away from each other. But my mom got it and she was actually very sick. So she had everything but the lung issues. She had the stomach issues, the fatigue were beyond fatigue. Like she just couldn't get out of bed. She had low grade fevers, 99 to like maybe 101 at the most, maybe one or twice, but it stayed around 99. And then just headaches and just exhausted. But luckily it never went to her lungs. And at that age, I'm so grateful for that because that's when you really start to worry when people, but we did take she took a thing called Clear Lungs. It's a natural herb. Whether it works or not, I'm not here to advocate for Clear Lungs. I'm just saying my mom has been taking that religiously since the pandemic started. And for whatever reason, it stayed out of her lungs. And I'm so grateful. And, but now she's a little nervous. She's nervous to go around other people because people look at you kind of like, oh, you have COVID. It's funny how people look at you once they know you've had it or you've been around somebody who has it. It's really an interesting dynamic. It took me a minute to get used to that, and then I don't care now. But oh my God! But so she's better, thank God. She had to get her second test negative in California. They did a throat swab this time, which was much less invasive. But the throat swab is what they're doing as well now. And we do have a lot of testing here in Arizona available, but it's just not. It's taking forever to get the results back. So if people are testing and then they don't wait to see if it's negative or positive and they keep going with their life, that's probably why people are spreading, because they don't have the patience to sit, and unfortunately they're not getting back as quick as they can because of the numbers.
Right.
So that's been kind of my experience in a nutshell. June was just there. I get a mulligan, speaking of golf, just to redo June, but I'm grateful. Just grateful that we're here and we're all healthy, and like luckily my other son and myself did not get sick.
And we're so glad to have you back.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was
and like it's just amazing to know that your mom is doing better and that the whole family it's better, which is really good. We're very thankful for that.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I said I appreciate it.
Just going back to your story, it's just unbelievable to see how people react when they know that, you have COVID or you had COVID, or maybe you've been around someone who had COVID.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the same thing, like when you walk down the street, if you even cough.
Yeah.
People just
we're like, oh my God. It's funny because the younger generation, like, my 16-year-old and 18-year-old, their friends were so like, whatever. They weren't like, oh my God, it's the adults that were a little more paranoid about, oh my God, is Gavin's playing in a tournament today? Is he okay? And I'm like, well, it's been over 14 days in isolation with zero, fevers. He's fine. He hasn't, he's back out and, like he should be. And you know, it's they don't know. It's what people don't know. So it's the fear of the unknown. Just like I was fearful of not seeing symptoms and knowing if they were coming. They're fearful. Like, is he really okay? What if he still has it? So it's just that people are fearful of it in general. But I think for the most part, it's opened my eyes up a lot. You know, my mom's free about it. She'll tell people, like, if we're out, like, oh, well, yeah, I had that. And you could see their reaction right away is like, oh, like they look at her like, you know, and she did have her test come back negative the second time. So that was her third test. So she had one negative in the beginning with all of us, came back negative. Once she got to California, 3 weeks later, then was positive for it in California. Then came back home. Before she came home was negative. So she's had 3 of the tests, and you know, that's all you can do is just, you know, just try to be careful and keep your circle small. Like we keep our circle small. Like the certain friends that have come around with social distancing, we've kind of let those same friends stay, you know, in the mix with us because that's been our little group. And but yeah, they golf. So in Arizona, golf is open, and it's the one sport that they can play that you can social distance. You have your own ball, your own clubs. There's no flag in. You can ride in your own cart. You can walk your own cart, push cart. So you don't have to be near anyone. And so luckily for that, their sanity, like, because this is what they do, and this is what they go to college or going to college for. My other one plays 99 hours of the day, is golf. So it's saved us mentally. Like it's given that outlet. Other than that, there's nothing else that they can really go do with their friends. So it's kind of tough. Like we're not on complete lockdown, but there's really nothing to do, you know? So.
Indeed, thank you so much for, you know, sharing your story with us. And from hearing you, we just need to know that it's very important that we still observe social distancing, that we still wear our masks, that we respect all of those guidelines. And even if you do a test, it's important to still stay home while waiting for those results, because you never know. You might not have a symptom, but you might be sick. You know, you really don't know. So it's really important.
The masks are extremely important. I think we wear our masks everywhere. So anywhere you go, if you go out to even grab a bite to eat or take out anywhere, it's important to keep your mask on, just for your own safety and for the safety of everybody else. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Raquel.
You're welcome.
Great insight.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. All right. So our next spotlight artist is another singer-songwriter from Arizona, Stanley Serrano. Stanley started his music career very early, and he actually recorded 2 albums by the time he was 8 years old. He taught himself how to play various instruments. He played bass for a number of years, released a debut album in 2007. He's been singing and performing in Phoenix, Arizona since 2013. And I am very excited. He sent us a video message and a video of a really great jazzy piece that he performed pre-COVID. So please enjoy Stanley Serrano performing Georgie Porgy.
Hey everyone, my name is Stanley Serrano. I am very glad to be part of this project, and I hope that you will donate and be also a contributor to such a great cause. Being a musician from Arizona, I've gotten to see the numbers and how they've grown and affected friends and family. So I'm grateful to be part of this. And so I'm gonna leave you with this clip that obviously was before the virus hit, and it was a trio performance with my band. So hope you enjoy it.
It's not a situation, but just see contemplation over you. I'm not so systematic, it's just I'm an addict for your love. I'm not the only one that told you, I never ever should have told you you're my only me, girl. I'm not the only one that called you. I never ever should have told you you're my only world. Just think how long I've known you. It's wrong for me to own your lock and key. It's really not confusing, just a young illusion, can't you see? I'm not the only one that called you. I never ever should have told you you're my only girl. I'm not the only one that called you. I never ever should have told you you're my only world. Geordie, Porgy, put 'em by, kiss the goose and make them cry. Georgie, Porgy, put 'em by, kiss the goose and make them cry. Georgie, Porgy, put 'em by, kiss the goose and make them cry. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Yeah. Not your situation, just in contemplation over you. I'm not so systematic, it's just an arm and addict for your love. I'm not the only one that called you. Never ever should have told you you're my only girl. I'm not the only one that called you. I never ever should have told you you're my only world, yeah. Georgie, Porgy, put 'em by, kiss the goose and make them cry. Georgie, Porgy, put 'em by, kiss the goose and make them cry. Georgie, Porgy, put 'em by, kiss the goose and make them cry. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Georgie, Porgy, yeah. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Georgie, Porgy, yeah. Kiss the goose and make them cry. Kiss the goose and make them cry, yeah.
I am
Right.
I am still
Dancing
dancing.
back there.
I'm ready. I'm still dancing. That was amazing. I felt like I'm at a live concert.
Yeah, yeah, we were there.
It was just great. Thank you so much, Stanley. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for supporting us and for being here and for sending us that video. It was just great. I'm out of words. I don't know. Amazing, it's just amazing because we've been in and just seeing a little bit of performance, being at a concert. It just feels great. It's lively, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so Inrich, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. I hope that is nothing too crazy.
No, it's not. So if we were not in the middle of a pandemic, if this was a normal summer weekend coming up, what would you be doing?
That's a wonderful question. I am glad you said if we were not in the middle of a pandemic. I think what I'll be doing I'll be with friends and family. Today it's Friday. It's Friday evening. Usually I have dinners over. Like, I love cooking, so I usually have dinners on Friday and Saturday, or Friday or Saturday with family.
Okay, so I cannot wait to be able to visit you in person because I've seen the food that you make on your YouTube channel, and it always looks so amazing. I swear I can smell it through the video.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, so in order to have this dinner party,
Yes.
how much would you say that you would spend on ingredients, preparation? How
Okay.
much would it cost?
Just being honest, and I'm with you. In all honesty, I would say that it depends on whoever's coming over. Okay, so but in average, because I do everything from the drinks to the entry to the meal, the desserts, like everything is made from home. So I will spend an average $70 to $100, sometimes $50, really depending on who's coming over.
Yeah, okay. So great. So I have a challenge for you.
But I think for you though, I will spend over $150.
There we go. I'm coming over. Okay. So, but I have a challenge for you.
Yes.
And I
I
would
love
like
challenges.
Good.
I
This
hope
is a
something
good
I
one.
can do.
I'm extending this challenge to everybody who is watching. If you're watching us live, if you're watching on a replay, this is my challenge to you. I want you to think about what you would be doing on a typical summer weekend, whether it's coffee on the beach, a night of dinner and dancing, maybe a movie with some friends. If you're lucky enough, dinner at Inrich's place. I want you to think about what you would be doing that you are not doing right now because we're being socially responsible. We are social distancing. In a lot of places, restaurants and bars and theaters are still closed. I want you to think about what would you have spent on your typical weekend. For Inrich, it's anywhere between what did you say, $50 to $100.
Yeah, $50 to $100.
I'm fairly frugal. But if I went out with my kids on the weekend, we'd easily spend $50 on ice cream and stuff.
Yes.
And so my challenge is to take that amount, and that you would have spent, and now you aren't spending, and donate it to the Bourbon COVID-19 Relief Fund. And I challenge you. So I challenge you to take that money that you would have spent on having a little fun on the weekend and use it to help people who really need it right now. So,
Wow.
Inrich, do you think that's a reasonable challenge?
That's amazing. That's fantastic. I'm in. Like, yes. That's just wonderful because either way, I'm not spending that, right? So it's
That's right.
We're all supporting one another. We stand firm by one another. We're all human, and we are called to love one another. So definitely, yes. That's a yes. That's a done challenge. Like, I'm for it, and I would love to encourage anyone else, like everyone who is watching. Please go ahead. You can spare a cup of coffee. You can spare $1. You can spare $5. It's a donation, and it will help someone. So please go ahead and support. Together we are strong. So let's all support Arizona and Florida, and let us fight COVID-19. Please donate to bourbon.com/COVID-19 Relief Fund. Okay. So please go ahead and share with family and friends. Allow them to watch this as well, and so that we can all collectively donate and come to the help of one another.
Yeah. Okay, so while we're listening to our next performer, you can go to that link. If you're on LinkedIn, you'll see it in the comments. If you're not, you can see it floating across the bottom of the screen here as we go.
How do we go?
And we're not asking for your entire entertainment budget. We know things are tight. We're asking you to share the price of one weekend out of all of the months that we have been staying home. Because that can make a huge difference to a lot of people right now.
Indeed, that's very true. And just to add to that challenge, I will actually go ahead, not just donate $75, but I think I'll add an extra $25, so we go to $100 this off. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that many of you guys will support us and go forward and also donate to the cause, because Arizona and Florida do need you. We all need you.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and welcome Anshi. She's such a beautiful person. Her voice always makes me cry. Her songs, just amazing. She's gonna do a cover of Titanium.
Hey everyone, my name is Anshi Mathur. I'm a singer, songwriter. Follow me on Instagram at Anshi Artist or on YouTube at Anshi. We all know this year has been life-changing. I'm amazed at the resilience of the frontline healthcare workers. And with that said, I encourage you to support Bourbon Capital in their efforts to help supply Arizona and Florida hospitals with necessary medical supplies during this time. Please contribute and donate towards this amazing cause. I hope you're enjoying the show.
You shouted out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Cut me down, but it's you who'll have further to fall. Ghost town in haunted love. Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. I am titanium. Stone heart, machine gun. Fired up the ones who run. Stone heart as bulletproof glass. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. I am titanium. I am titanium.
Oh my goodness. As I said, every time I hear her perform, I feel like I'm about to cry. She has such a beautiful voice, and I don't know what to say. She's just amazing, and she's such a humble person, and it's really good to know her. It's just amazing. Yeah, so
she's one of those people that we want to see on like American's Got Talent, where she comes up on the stage and everyone sees this
I know.
really sweet,
I will vote for her.
and then she turns on that voice and just blows you away.
Exactly. Like such a tiny person, but all of that coming out of her, just beautiful.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And indeed, like the song, like "Shoot Me Down, I Won't Fall." Like COVID came, no one was expecting. We're still standing. It's just beautiful to see how people are coming together to help and support one another. in those difficult time. And this event is no different. You know, we do know that people are donating and are supporting, and they're just sharing this with family and friends, because Arizona needs people, Florida needs us, and we need everyone. And we thank all of you guys for watching. And please, if you're just tuning in now, just let us know where you're watching from, and as well as share this experience with family and friends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and walk. Sorry, Kim, are you gonna
Yeah,
say?
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So we're ready to move on. You know, it's so exciting having all of these artists to spotlight today. So our next artist is Miguel Melgoza. He's originally from San Francisco, but he has relocated since to Phoenix, Arizona. He has written songs for TV programs, including The Shield and CSI. I mean, how cool is that? He plays percussion and drums. He's currently performing primarily as a solo artist with the acoustic guitar. He has provided us with a very unique cover of Cyndi Lauper's classic, Time After Time.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and I think of you. I'm caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. A suitcase of memories. Time after, sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you've said. Then you say, go slow. I fall behind. Second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. Yeah. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, you're watching through windows and wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Yeah. You say, go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting.
I have to say, it's very artistic.
Yes, yes. But you know, it touches my heartstrings because you know I'll date myself when I say this, but you know I grew up with that song, and so that's like my core.
Yes, it's such a touching song. Actually, it is a touching song. So thank you so much. His performance was great, and it's a little bit how do I put that? You need to think a little bit about the lapse of the time that he's creating with the video being at home. it's just very creative. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
Our next performer is Isha. She's such a very strong young woman, young artist, an amazing voice as well. And she's going to be performing an original, I believe, called For Connection. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait. Just the title, I am sold.
Hey, how you been? Anything going on? Yeah, I'm fine, you know the usual. We're tripping over small talk. Too much to say and not enough soaking in the silence. Yeah, we used to talk every day, used to have things to say, used to love giving our all. But we got used to half listening, used to not missing me, used to ignoring your calls. We won't say what's wrong, drift apart, learn to blame it on poor connection. Poor connection. Easy to say distance made us distant. But if everything's right, wouldn't this be working? Or were we weaker than we first thought? Looking for any reason to stop, broken by the silence. Yeah, we used to talk every day, used to have things to say, used to love giving our all. But we got used to half listening, used to not missing me, used to ignoring your calls. We won't say what's wrong, drift apart, learn to blame it on poor connection. Poor connection. Who's gonna take that step? 'Cause you're not here and I'm not there. Who's gonna own up to the truth that we used to talk every day, used to have things to say, used to love giving our all. But we got used to half listening, used to not missing me, used to ignoring your call. Yeah, we used to talk every day, used to have things to say, used to love giving our all. But we got used to half listening, used to not missing me, used to ignoring your calls. We won't say what's wrong, drift apart, learn to blame it on poor connection. Poor connection.
Thank you so much for watching. I was so honored to be a part of this. And remember to donate any way you can.
She's so wonderful.
I know. And one thing I do like about her is that you can see how natural she is. She's not being another person. She's just being herself. It's just beautiful. And it just amazed me that, to see a young artist still embracing who she is fully. And it's just beautiful to see. And she's full of talent as well. I'm so happy that,
yeah, she's totally proof that great things come in small packages. She's just and yeah, she doesn't just sing a song. I mean, it's all of her. It's all of her heart, and the songs that she writes are amazing. You listen to the words, and she feels everything. And that's just great.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You can just see that on her face as well. She's just so into the moment, and it just captivates you, and you just want to be in that moment as well. You know what I think we should do? We should I think we can be like judges, like American Idol.
Yeah. We need like a buzzer and
yes.
I say yes.
I'll have everyone pass,
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
All right. So we are nearing the end. I would like to finish off with one more song from Raquel Aurelia. This one is a cover, a Billie Eilish cover, and the song is called "Everything I Wanted," and it's a haunting song. And when Raquel, well, yeah, it's beautiful. So Raquel with a cover of "Everything I Wanted."
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Not what you think. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care. Thought I could fly, so I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed. I saw them standing right there. Kinda thought they'd might care. I had a dream. Got everything I wanted. But when I wake up, I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. Could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago. But I don't wanna let anybody know, 'cause everybody wants something from me now, and I don't wanna let them down. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you. If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead? If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead? If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again?
Amazing. I love that song.
I do know that song is dear to your heart.
Yes, I love that song. I just love it. So yeah. So as we're finishing up here, and I have another little question
Yes.
for you, Enrich. And because I think people are wondering this, we're asking everybody to donate, whether it's a cup of coffee or the amount of dinner and a movie, whatever you can. Where is this money going? What is it really helping? Just so that we know.
Oh, that's a wonderful question, actually. As if I donate to something, I definitely want to know what they're
Yes.
so definitely. What we aim to do is provide medical equipment to hospitals and group homes, and provide non-medical masks to civilians, and just be there with a little bit more support in any other ways that we can.
Right. So basically, just being where you're needed the most with
Exactly.
what they need. Great. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So I actually just have one question for you.
okay.
This is a tricky question. Did you have a good time?
I had an amazing time. This was so awesome. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again.
Definitely. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We appreciate that you guys tune in with us today. Thank you so much for supporting Florida and Arizona. Please go ahead and donate to bourbon.com/COVID-19 relief fund. All your donations are welcome. Nothing is too small. Anything you can, please go ahead and share it with us, and go ahead and share with family and friends as well. Anyone you know.
Yeah. Spread it around. Spread the love.
Exactly.
Yes, we are stronger together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.